Welcome. This is not the webinar. The webinar will begin shortly. However, there's a brand new benefit of Brand Registry, and I simply had to introduce it to you. Let me turn off the sound. And what it is, it's continuous display video on page 1 of your product listing. So here we have a highly competitive product, kitchen utensil sets, and you come down, here's the listing, and right in the middle of it is an ad for the Riviera wooden spoons with video, and it just dominates page 1. And this is a major new benefit of Brand Registry, and I think it's going to prove to be a very, very significant advantage in terms of your sales. Now, not only does this benefit appear on your desktop, but it also appears on mobile. Let's take a look. Now, how exciting was that? Not only can you dominate page 1 on the desktop, but you can dominate page 1 on mobile. So let's jump in the webinar, and at the end of the webinar, I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Welcome. My name is Victor Alhadeff, and I want to welcome you to the AMZ Wealth Builder webinar, Explode Your Sales with Brand Registry. Who's this webinar for? Amazon merchants. What will be covered? 10 ways Brand Registry will explode your sales. Why Amazon wants you to be brand registered. Why is it so important to them? How Amazon will reward you with major selling advantages. And the selling advantages go way beyond the big 10 that I'm going to cover in today's webinar. Okay, we're going to talk about 10 awesome, powerful advantages. Amazon provides awesome advantages to grow sales and profits. However, to obtain those advantages, you must obtain a trademark and enroll in the Brand Registry program. Now, that sounds complex, but they've made it super easy. In fact, it's one of the 10 major advantages. Now, I will just tell you this up front. You'll understand exactly the cost of enrolling in the Brand Registry program. You know your numbers, you know your sales, you know your profits, and you could easily compute that cost is going to be X, and I'm going to increase my sales by 50%. What's my return on investment? Can I double my sales? What's my return on investment? And in this webinar, you're going to see that that type of sales increase is highly realistic. Highly realistic. Okay, what's the benefit to Amazon? It's a method to ensure legitimacy of seller and authentic product. That's what they want. They want to know that you're for real and that your product isn't some hijacked knockoff product. And obtaining a trademark has been the tool that they've used to do that in the past. They've changed that. Now they say just sign up with one of our pre-approved law firms and you could be brand registered within a month, even though it may take you a year or so to actually obtain your trademark. So it's a whole new ball game. However, there's a foundation. Foundation is a product has to be good product. Any new product you develop as a result of this training will be really good. It'll be great because we're going to really focus on that in the training. But over for right now, if you've got a product that at least shows 4 stars, it could be a 3.7, 3.8, but it reads 4 stars, you've got a product that you can really increase your sales by being the most customer-centric merchant. You're going to have the best shopping experience on Amazon as a result of the listing you're going to create and the advantages that we're going to discuss in this webinar. So let's get going. Let's look at number 1, video. And what I say here is 3.6 times more likely to purchase. Now, what I did here is I simply cut out a portion of a document from Amazon. And the name of the document was 10 Benefits of Brand Registry. Now, the first 2 benefits that Amazon listed were legal. They were all about protecting your brand, your trademark, etc. Now, those are all great, and we'll cover those in the complete training program. But this webinar is about increasing your sales, making you more money, making you more profit. And video is really a big deal. They're a little bit cute: lights, camera, action, and sales. But now the statistic is powerful. A video is worth 1.8 million words. Now listen to what they say here. Shoppers spend more and visit fewer detail pages when a video is available. So if you have a video available and you get somebody on your listing, they're more likely to click on that video and spend more with you as a result of that video. What Amazon states here very clearly is shoppers who watch videos are 3.6 times more likely to purchase. Now just think about your business. You have product. You have a listing. How about if every time somebody clicked on your listing, you got them to your page, you increase the odds by 3.6 times more likely to purchase if you had a video. I think you'd see that being in the Brand Registry program, just for this one benefit, just for this one powerful sales explosion tool, is worth it. So let's actually now take a look at a well-done video. So I selected a highly competitive area, kitchen utensil sets, and we see a product here, a stainless steel kitchen utensil set for a company by the name of Fine Dine. And first of all, before I get to the video, I'll point out they do have a really good listing, and that's a strength as well. So as you look at this overall sales increase you can achieve, it's by doing a lot of things smart. The video is a big deal, but just having a good listing is important. And here it is. It's clear. That's what somebody might search for, is a kitchen utensil set. They might search for stainless steel. It's got 10 pieces. They could search for that. Heat resistant, that's a search term. Kitchen gadgets, search term. Turner, spaghetti server, ladle. So they did their keyword research and they did their homework in creating a good listing. Okay? Then they went to the actual product itself. And it's a clear shot of what it is. Then they have lifestyle photographs, nice photographs, clear images, infographics. What are you getting? It's a 10-piece set. Slotted turner, skimmer, soup ladle, potato masher, pasta server, whisk, tongs. Nice infographics, really clear. Then some just clear listings of what the product is and some of the benefits of the product, and then a clear product listing, and finally the video. And this is a well done video.
Whether you're sending a child to college, buying a wedding gift, or seeking to upgrade your kitchen, this stainless steel 10-piece utensil set from Fine Dine has everything you need. The set includes a skimmer spoon, a basting spoon, a spaghetti server, a ladle, a slotted spatula, a normal spatula, a potato masher, a whisk, and tongs. Each utensil is made of high quality and food-safe stainless steel that will not crack and resist dents and chips that attract bacteria. This steel won't absorb stains or flavors, and every piece but the tongs features a hole in the handle for easy hanging. Instead of searching around in a cluttered drawer, neatly store all the utensils in their metal caddy on your countertop. Cleanup is a cinch. Simply hand wash the utensils or toss them in the dishwasher for easy cleaning. If you're looking for a high-quality kitchen utensil set that meets the needs of any amateur or professional cooking enthusiast, you just found it.
Now that was a really well done video. Now, if you're going to use a professional videographer in the complete training program, we're going to have a recommendation of a videographer and photographer that can produce to this quality. If you're going to do an iPhone video, we're going to talk about in the complete training program, what are the characteristics you're looking for? Got to be like 30 seconds ideally, maybe 45 seconds. This one was a minute. And it was a minute just because it just took that long to do the job right. But there's a certain approach style, setting, content, scripting. There's a number of elements to do a homemade video look as professional as possible. Now I want to make one last point here. As great as this video was, and as great as this listing was, there's no A-plus content. So even a company that really can execute as well as they did in this video and in their listing, it lacked A-plus content, and you will not be making those types of silly mistakes. So let's move on. First, let's define A-plus content. And I want to point out, it was called enhanced brand content, but now it's called A-plus content. Okay. And this is an Amazon definition. This is from Amazon. The A-plus content feature enables brand owners. You got to be a brand owner. That's one of the benefits of Brand Registry. Enables brand owners to change the product descriptions of branded ASINs. So you know in your current listing you have a product description. Now you're going to get to change it. Using this tool, you can describe your product features in a different way by including a unique brand story, enhanced images. You get more images. Now all of a sudden you get more images, more ways to shoot your product, show your product, define your product better, sell your product, more images. And text placement. You get more text. So you can have an image with text adjacent to the image. Adding A-plus to your product detail pages can result in a higher conversion rates. And boy, do we like those. And we're going to take a look at that in a second here. Increased traffic and increased sales when used effectively. Eligibility requirement, you got to be brand registered. Now we're going to take a look at a quote from a document that Jungle Scout published. So in early 2020, we, being Jungle Scout, split tested 2 of our own product listings with and without enhanced brand content. Now here they called it enhanced brand content so they can link to it. Here is what we learned. Our listing using A-plus content had nearly double the conversion rate as the listing lacking A-plus content. So double the conversion rate? I mean, how spectacular is that? You know your conversion rate. You know you'd like to double it. Okay, let's take a look at the Jungle Scouts marshmallow s'mores roasting sticks, okay? Here we go. And here's their listing. And in terms of the quality of the images on this listing, I'll just say that I'm not overly impressed. I think we can, in the training, be more dynamic, use more infographics, use more lifestyle images, and really bring this to life. But what we want to do is look at the A-plus content. And here it is. And this is about as simple and straightforward of A-plus content as you could have. An image, text, infographic, text, the biodegradable image is new, and the charity they support. So that's all they did. And you could do this on your own with an iPhone. Okay, here's their Jungle Snugs. And the images here are better. Here gives the dimensions. This is a great image. Best image they have. Straightforward image. Some really cute images of the kid. I love those. And now we come down to the A-plus content. But again, it's very straightforward. An existing image, the infographic, text, but they focus on the 60% thicker. They get their selling point. Safe, antibacterial, and hypoallergenic, great. 100% approved by moms. How good is that? Generous, 35 by 35 size. And here they used a template that's available. In fact, this entire setup is a template that's available within Amazon for A-plus content. The point that I want to make here is that this A-plus content is highly effective, but it could be dramatically better. Dramatically better. And we're going to look at some professional A-plus content. but that the A plus content itself, as you could see, gives you more real estate, gives you more selling space. And you saw how their split test showed the impact was so positive adding A plus content. So let's take a look at some other A plus content. Okay, we're over here with Fine Dine at their premium stainless steel mixing bowls. Again, good listing. Again, good images. I'll just fly through these. But you take a look at the quality of these images, and it gives you an idea of what we're talking about. It's the same thing that we saw with the kitchen utensil set. But here, same company, they did do A plus content, and they did it right. Okay, so the first thing is that with A plus content in the templates that they provide, the opening template is a brand template. This image, this first image that we're looking at right here, is oftentimes the first image that'll show on an iPhone. What's smart about this image is that the way Amazon has the template set up is they want your brand name to appear. However, you can have your brand name appear along with photography of your product. So here, they've done a fabulous job of having the mixing bowls, different things in them, and then great text, size for every task. And then they have bake, prep, cook, and then high quality construction. They have some text, wide rims, text, flat bases, text, marked capacities, text, the stacking of them, and then easy to clean, lightweight, space saving. Really beautiful content here. And this is what I mean when I'm talking about professionally done A plus content. And this is a skill you're going to learn in the AMZ Wealth Builder training, and you only get this with Brand Registry. And that Jungle Scout study said it increased conversions by double. Just one more example. This is a 23-piece essential baby gift set. But you can see what they've done here is they did their main image without their brand name. And they should have their name on there. But they have a main image with nice text, image, text, image, text. And this is a straight template out of Amazon. This is about as basic of a template as you can use for A plus content. But you could see how it's superior to the Jungle Scout baby hooded towel images. And the opportunity for you to create this content is very real. And these are the type of shots you probably can do with your iPhone. Incidentally, you could do a GIF on this, or you could do a 360 rotating, or you could actually have if you have extra video, you can include your video in your A plus content. So A plus content is a tremendous opportunity to increase the quality of your listing, increase the customer shopping experience, and increase your sales. Okay, we're on to number 3. And here we're going to get into the area of advertising. Amazon gives sponsored brands significantly greater opportunity to advertise and promote their product. What we're looking at here, and this is an Amazon document, is top of search and bottom of search ads. So these are just graphics. Let's actually take a look at a top of search ad. Here we are back in kitchen utensil sets, and you can see a top of search. Home Hero has 3 items and a link to their store. We're going to get there soon. But this is a 3-item across and the company's name. Here's the baby hooded towel by Shop Natimia, whoever. They have a brand statement, a nice image, and 3 products, and 3 different products. So here they get, under one listing, to get 3 of their products, and one of them is relatively new. It's only got 33 reviews. But again, because they have Brand Registry, They're in this top position. So you're seeing this before you actually see the listings. Here's Gotham, and they have 2 items here. But when this particular ad showed up on an iPhone and on your phone, the top of search comes first. It's the first thing you see. It's before the product ad. So if there's a top of search ad, you own the real estate as the first item on your mobile device. And they did a brand in 2. And here you do have Anchor Hawking with the brand and 2. So you're seeing there's different ways you can take advantage of the top of search. Top of search gives you the opportunity to be the first product listed. And if you have more than one product in your inventory, for you to display multiple products. Here they have 3 across. So it's a wonderful addition to your advertising repertoire, and it's an opportunity for you to test another vehicle to increase your sales and profits by gaining that first exposure to the customer when they search the keyword. You're first in line. You're at the top of search. As an Amazon merchant, I'm sure you're aware that it's generally believed that Amazon gives more rating, more ranking juice to sales that are brought to Amazon off Amazon. And that's why you see people do ManyChat or Facebook type advertising. So here, what Amazon is now doing is something they're calling sponsored display ads. So this little image has sponsored products ads, which everybody can have, sponsored brands, that's what we just looked at the top of search, and what they're calling sponsored display. And that's where target by interest, category, or product to help drive awareness, consideration, and conversions with automatically generated display ads that showcase your products and appear off Amazon. Now that off Amazon is the key thing. So you create an ad, and they have the templates for it, and they're nice visual ads. You get to put a color, lifestyle type of image in your ad. You create an ad, and Amazon will run that on Instagram, Facebook, the New York Times. If it's a cooking ad, they'll do it in the online version of Cooking Magazine, etc. And they're going to generate those ads for you, and they're going to place them for you, and they own that responsibility. However, they're also going to provide you with reporting that'll give you an analysis of how those sponsored display ads work. So this is an opportunity for you to advertise off Amazon. Now, the challenge with advertising off Amazon is if you do that and you're advertising directly to your product, that ad comes right into your product, the odds of that person buying your product are relatively low because those are shoppers. When somebody is on Amazon, it's with an intent of purchase, and that's why the conversion rates on Amazon are so much higher. So what you want to do is you want to drive them to your store. Stores. We're going to take a look at a store, but first let's take a look at this little statistic that Amazon provides. It's pretty powerful. Plus 22%. We like that. We like that a lot. So linking your sponsored brands campaigns to your store page. So now that's that top of search ad. Remember, we're going to go back to that and you'll see how those link. Or that's the off Amazon. So if you're advertising off Amazon, instead of having them go to a product page, they're going to go to your store. So let's understand that. Linking your sponsored brand campaign to your store page has on average in the U.S. a 22% better return on ad spend compared to linking to a custom landing page. Now that's just what I said. I said if they come to your product, they're not likely to convert. But if they come to your store, they're more likely to convert from your store. So the store is a very powerful component of brand registry. And stores as an idea as a business concept is what Amazon really wants. You're not going to be a household brand like Clorox or Kleenex, but you're going to create a brand that's going to get registered, and you can put all of your products in one store. Incidentally, now you're an existing Amazon merchant, so you have what you have. But in the training, we're going to recommend that all your new products be in one category so that you can cross-sell in your store. So if your current products are all in one category or category dominant, the store is a very, very powerful feature. So let's take a look at some stores. Okay, we saw the top of search ad. Now here they could just buy, or they could go to your store. Products in one spot. Super convenient. And if you were advertising off Amazon and they come to your store, they're not seeing all the competitive products. They're just seeing your products. So that's why it results in the higher conversion rate. Let's take a look at another one. This is not as big of a brand. And what they've done here is just put their Cloud Touch Organic Collection, shop now. And that takes you to all their different items. So everything that they have in their collection is here on their store. And that's a really nicely done feature. And again, a benefit of Brand Registry. I want to take a good look at Bino because they're an example of a well-done store. So as you can see here, they've got their strong brand name, but they've got some images, some examples of products. You can scroll down. You've got this strong photographic image of different storage items, drawer organizers, storage bins, basket storage. You can scroll down. They've got bathroom, trash can, home, laundry organizers, food storage, kitchen, acrylic organizers. I mean, this is really fantastic, fantastic. And then once you get into one of these categories, you can simply click on it and it opens up to a store. So in the bathroom, they got hardware sets, shower hooks, shower curtains, shower rods, bath accessories, shower caddies. And then you want to go to bath accessories, and now you have the opportunity to purchase. So you have their various items that are in their store. This is just well done. Now, a number of these items are out of stock, and that's just a function of where we are today in Amazon's ability to ship inventory in. But I think the important lesson here is you look at this. It's got home, storage, bath, organization, kitchen, food storage, trash cans. I mean, you have the opportunity to really build out a business. I mean, this has got to be a multi-million-dollar brand. And they're just doing a fabulous job, just a fabulous job. So this gives you just an example of what a really good store can be. The layout and the templates for this type of a store all exist within Amazon. This is the type of store where you'd benefit from having a professional designer assist you in creating something this powerful. Okay, let's move on. Okay, the first 5 benefits should have made it really clear to you. I mean, really clear that Brand Registry is going to give you a major, major advantage. Now let's look at some statistics here. Very few customers buy after viewing a product online for the first time. 4% of shoppers convert to purchase immediately. 1 to 5 is the average number of shopping queries before making a purchase. 5 to 16 is the average days between an initial Amazon query and purchase on Amazon. Now we know that because as an Amazon merchant, you've looked at your search term report and you see that little column, 7-day sales. What does that mean? That means that if an ad is placed on day 1, they're going to attribute the sale to that ad even if it takes place on day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they realize that they click on your ad today, it may be 7 days before they buy that product, but they're giving credit to that sale over that 7-day period. Now, the other thing that I did not mention when I talked about advertising off Amazon gets to this point about the 1 to 5 average number of shopping queries before making a purchase. So what Amazon can do for you is, as I said, is they can take your ad and feed it to a relevant market off Amazon, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on, Cooking Magazine. And they have the data to know what that lookalike audience will be and to make some really smart decisions. However, they can do something even stronger than that. They pixel someone who searches your ad. So somebody clicks on your ad, doesn't buy. Now that same person is going to find your ad in their Facebook feed. They're going to find your ad in their Instagram feed. They're going to find their ad when they look at an online version of Cooking Magazine. So that's pretty powerful in terms of increasing your return. That's why that number of the 22% increase on advertising spend was there. They are managing your business for you in a way you could never do yourself. You couldn't hire an advertising agency to do it for yourself. Why? Because they want to drive business off Amazon to Amazon. They want to capture those dollars, and they want you to win. You're win-win partners. But you're win-win only if you're brand registered, and that's when they're giving you these tools. Very powerful. Okay, let's take a look at number 7. Number 7, exclusive reporting. This is just going to make you more money. This will simply increase your profits. It's downloadable reports only available to sponsored brands. Starts with Keyword Report. Sales and performance metrics for keywords in all campaigns that received at least one impression. You run your business by keywords. You developed your initial listing with keywords. You develop your bullet points with keywords. In your enhanced brand content, your A-plus content, you added keywords. You want to know which keywords are working, not just search terms, keywords. You get a report that will enable you to do this. You'll be able to better manage your spend by understanding the value, the economic profitability of every keyword. Campaign reports, the overall performance of your campaigns. So you can get a report that'll compare the performance of different campaigns, which can help you with prioritizing and budgeting your allocation. You don't have that now. You can't look at it by campaign. Keyword placement report. So you could have ads where keywords are placed number 1, page 1, number 1, or you can have one that you're spending less money on that's in the number 15 spot. So keyword performance across different placement types, such as top of search. So is it better performing on top of search? Is it better performing in the number 1 spot? Where is it performing? Campaign placement reports. Campaign performance across different placement types. Identify campaigns that perform well in certain placements and could benefit from a placement level bid adjustment. So you're getting reports that are just going to make you more profitable. You're going to have good data to make good decisions, and only brand registered merchants are gaining access to this exclusive report. I've used this word a few times, powerful, and it is powerful. This will make you more money. Okay, let's go to number 8. Amazon Early Review Program and the Amazon Vine for brand registered merchants. So you're familiar with the Early Review Program. You probably used it. Cost you $60. And Amazon went out and contacted people who purchased your program, invited them to review your product, and tried to get you 5 reviews for $60. And they point out a product's first review has been shown to increase sales by up to 3.5 times. However, 5 reviews doesn't really cut it in terms of credibility. You need 20, 25, maybe 30 reviews to start to look legitimate. Now, the Amazon Vine program is totally different. Amazon Vine is a program that enables a select group of Amazon customers to post opinions about new product and pre-released items to help their fellow customers to make educated purchase decisions. How does that work? So what happens is somebody buys your program who is an Amazon Vine voice. They're in the Amazon Vine program. These are people who review lots of products. And what they get is Amazon will give them, at no cost to that customer, your product. And in exchange, that person will write a review. No guarantee it'll be a good review, just it'll be a review. And they'll get you up to 30 reviews. So if you have a current listing that has less than 30 reviews, you can access this program. If you don't, for your next listing, this is an unbelievable deal. The cost to you in terms of what you pay Amazon is zero, nothing, nada. The only cost is the cost of your product. So if you're selling a product for $50 and it costs you $10 for each is your actual product cost, that's your cost because you're just giving away that product. The money you're going to save on the Amazon Vine program is going to go a long way to paying your legal fees. In fact, it'll more than cover your legal fees and the cost of the training. So let's take a look here. In the Amazon Vine program, it's 30 products. We said it was a $50 product, costs you $10. So 30 times 10, $300. That's your cost. Now, if you used a third-party service and the customers bought those 30 products, they're buying them for the $50 retail price. They're buying them on Amazon. You're reimbursing them that $50. So 50 times 30 is $1,500. It's a $1,200 difference. Now you do that on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 product launches, and it really adds up. So the Amazon Vine program is not only 100% terms of service compliant because it's an Amazon program, it's significantly less expensive for you because you're giving away the merchandise at cost, not at list, not at retail. Okay, let's move on. Number 9, Amazon attribution. You can see there's a number 5 next to this, and I took this from the same list of the 10 major benefits of Brand Registry that Amazon published, and they gave this number 5 in their ranking. That just says how important they are. The truth is, all of these are important. You could shuffle the numbers and still come out a winner as long as you're brand registered. But what attribution is, it's the ability to generate a report that'll tell you where your sales came from off Amazon. Now, we took a look at this earlier when we talked about unique reports that are only available to Amazon merchants. And attribution is part of that. But this is just a little bit different. Let's say you're advertising on Facebook. The ad that you run onto Amazon from Facebook, when you drive somebody from your Facebook ad to Amazon, it's not pixeled. So you don't know where that sale came from. Amazon attribution gives brand merchants the ability to know exactly where their ads are coming from. And in one case study, Premier Protein uncovered key insights with attribution to optimize marketing and generate a 322% increase in sales growth year over year. And what that was a protein product, and they were running ads that linked back to Amazon in health magazines, in food magazines, in fitness magazines, etc. And because of attribution, they knew where their ads were performing and they could manage their budget. They could spend less or no money on the ones that weren't working and more money on the ones that were working and drive the return on investment. So Amazon attribution is just another example of the unique benefits that are provided to brand registered merchants. Okay, let's move on to number 10, which is really, well, I'm going to call it one of the 10 benefits because it's the one that allows you to be brand registered. Number 10, the IP accelerator. This is the key that unlocks the door, where you can go from a year to get brand registry to less than a month. So again, let me reemphasize. Amazon is making a tremendous deal with you. They're going to give you the opportunity to grow your sales by 25%, 50%, double. I don't know how big, but substantially as a result of all of the lessons we've covered to date. Video, A-plus content, intellectual property, stores. It just goes on and on. Increased data, but they want you to be brand registered. And they have a problem. Only 8% of all of their merchants are brand registry. And the trademark, obtaining that trademark gives them the assurance, gives them the comfort that you're for real, that you've taken the initiative to file with the federal government for a trademark. You have to have a bank account. You have to have a tax ID number. You don't have to be a U.S. citizen. You don't have to be in the United States. But there's a series of steps. So they've simplified it. They said just hiring a law firm and initiating the process, you're going to be in. So now let me talk to you about that. I'm going to really read from this document. I'm going to show you the list of law firms, and then I'm going to blow your mind with how inexpensive it is. Okay. Amazon IP Accelerator. Amazon IP Accelerator helps businesses more quickly obtain intellectual property, IP rights, and brand protection in Amazon stores. And it's interesting in their use of the word brand protection. They're so focused on trademark benefits and the benefits of having a trademark, legal benefits. And we're much more focused on the economic benefits, how it's going to explode your sales. Okay, what is Amazon IP Accelerator? Trusted intellectual property law firms at competitive rates. So, IP Accelerator connects businesses, that's you, with a curated network of trusted IP law firms. That's the next page. That provide high-quality trademark registration services to help brands secure a trademark at competitive rates. So they've negotiated the rates and they've curated the law firms. Got to use one of their law firms. Faster access to brand protection. Amazon provides businesses using IP Accelerator with access to brand protection and brand building features in Amazon stores to better protect and grow their brand months or even years before their trademark registration officially issues. So what they're going to ask you to do to get started is click here. And that's going to bring up this list of law firms. Now we're going to get to the money. But before I do, let me just ask you a simple question. How much business are you doing? 100,000 a year, 200,000, 300,000, 50,000, whatever the number is. You've seen all of the new benefits you're going to have. How much are you going to grow your sales by? 20%, 30%, 50%? So let's imagine you're only doing 50,000 a year and you can grow your sales by 20%. So you get another $10,000 a year in sales. You make 20% profit on that, $2,000. So do you think you can afford brand registry if it's going to make you an extra $2,000? Let's say you're doing 100,000 a year and you're making 20,000 in profit, 20%. And let's say brand registry could be done for, I don't know, under $3,000. Would you do it? You think about it. 4,000? Would you pay 5,000? How about if you were doing 200,000 a year and you could get 20% benefit in increased sales? That's 40,000. Make 20% on that, that's 8,000. How much of that would you pay for brand registry? The return on investment is unbelievable because you're going to look at the cost of brand registry and the cost of the training to implement it properly. So let's look at the cost of brand registry. Okay, here it is. This is a letter from one of those law firms. Greetings. Greetings. I can help with branding process. Many IP accelerator inquiries are for ready-to-file trademark applications to gain early access to the Amazon Brand Registry program. Shortly after filing a new application, Amazon will invite you to participate in Brand Registry program. Cost of a ready-to-file application is $600 service fee and $275 trademark office fee, so it's $875. So if you have a name that you think can get trademarked, you've gone into the USPTO trademark database, you've looked at it, and I'll teach you how to do that in the training program, and you think your name can get trademarked, you can file a ready-to-file trademark for $875. If you're a little nervous, you can spend $500 and they'll do a cursory review, or $1,800 to really be thoroughly confident your name will get registered. However, the reality is, if you just do the $875 fee, if your name is challenged, you can do it over again. Amazon hasn't put a time frame as long as you're in the process. So I know in my case, it took me well over a year. And what I did is I filed for a couple of names. One was accepted and one was challenged. In fact, they were both accepted by the Patent and Trademark Office. But once they're accepted by the Patent and Trademark, there's a 60 or 90-day period, I don't remember exactly, where someone can challenge it. And someone challenged my name, and the cost of fighting that challenge wasn't worth it. But at any rate, I got the registration, I got the brand, but it took me close to a year. So that's it. That's your legal expense. Now look at the bottom line. You will be invited to join the BR program shortly after the new application is filed. A week to 10 days in my experience. Now how fabulous is that? Okay, let's now talk a little bit about the training, because getting brand registered is like a no-brainer. It's the absolute no-brainer. And all of these fees are consistent amongst all of these law firms. So you're going to have to just phone a couple of them, see who you're comfortable with, and listen to them. Let them analyze your name and tell you whether or not they think you're ready to file for a single mark, or you want to spend the additional dollars. But you're going to just generate so much more profit that this is the absolute no-brainer decision. Okay, now then, let's talk about training. The training. What I'd like you to do is book your breakthrough call now. Click on the link below, and you're going to set a time where we're going to visit. I'm going to get to know you. You're going to get to know me. I'll go over with you the cost of the training. I'll go over with you exactly what's included in the course, and we can make a decision whether this is really the right thing for you. I'm confident it will be. And we're going to talk about it now in the way that Jeff Bezos looks at it. So Jeff Bezos has two main principles that have made him the richest man in the world. And everything we've talked about up until this point has been about making you the most customer-centric merchant in your category. That's what all the advantages of brand registry will enable you to do. Number two is day one. So what's day one? Well, when asked that question, the way he responds is day two is Stacy's, followed by irrelevance, followed by excruciating, painful decline, followed by death. And that's why it's always day one. And that's the way it looks when you walk into their offices. They have a big day one sign. And the reality is for you, is you should be doing this for all the benefits you should also be doing this to manage your risk. If you have a good product and you're generating good profits, somebody's going to knock you off. And they're going to knock you off with Brand Registry, and you're going to have to add that at a later date, and you're going to have to come back to try to regain your position. Staying ahead of the competition is critical. So it's always day one. To keep the energy and dynamism of day one, you have to somehow make high quality, high velocity decisions. You got to make a decision. You got to book that call. First, never use a one-size-fits-all decision-making process. Many decisions are reversible, two-way doors. Those decisions can use a lightweight process. Booking this call can use a lightweight decision because in addition to it being remarkably affordable and absolutely essential, it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you take the training and it doesn't work for you, you can have your money back. Now, why am I doing that? Because I believe you're fundamentally honest. I don't believe you're going to pay for the training and want to walk from it and lose access to it after 30 days. Second, most decisions should probably be made with somewhere around 70% of the information you wish you had. If you wait for 90%, in most cases, you're probably being slow. Now, I don't know what else you need. Now, you could want to know about all those legal protections, and they'll be in the course. And you could also want to know how you're going to protect yourself against hijackers. That'll be in the course. But really, I think the most important thing you want to know is how to make more money, how to take your current business, your current listings, and sell more product. And sell more product with lower advertising costs. Make more money. Increase your profit margin. Increase your conversions. And you know what that conversion rate does to your profitability. So I'm excited to hear from you. Book your breakthrough call now. Click on the scheduler below. And I'm excited to visit with you and excited to see you benefit from all of the benefits. All of the benefits. Having video, having A-plus content, being able to have your product at the top of search, having sponsored display ads, advertising off Amazon, stores. And stores is such a biggie. The lesson on stores will take hours. Combining all of your advertising to be more profitable, leveraging it. The early review program. The early review program. If you have a product with less than 30 reviews, we're going to get you to that 30 reviews. Launching your new products with the early review program is going to launch your sales. And Amazon attribution. Knowing what's making you money. It's just so much content. And it's going to be so beneficial. Reporting. In the complete program, we're going to go through every one of those reports, and we're going to painfully analyze them. In addition, I'm going to go through the current reports you should know how to use to make sure you're benefiting from those reports. But the benefit of that reporting in order to make you smarter, more intelligent decisions. It's time to wrap up the webinar. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to discuss the training program and the cost. So the training course is going to be skills-based training, and it's going to be a rich, robust course. It'll begin, and really this first part, the naming strategy, will happen in our first call. One of the first things you're going to want to do is begin your relationship with the lawyer, and we're going to want to talk about your naming strategy. So that'll be first, and then of course there'll be a section on that in the course. Obviously, there's going to be in-depth strategic and tactical brand registry training. So there'll be in-depth sections on every element we've covered in the webinar today. And each one sounds easy, but really requires an understanding of exactly how to implement each and every one. We're going to do extensive, in-depth advertising strategies. We talked about different advertising strategies in the course, but we really didn't go up. We didn't discuss how to set them up, how to monitor the reporting, etc. So the advertising training is going to be a really critical part of the course. Reporting. I showed you the reports that are available with Brand Registry. There's also a wealth of other reports that are available, and only by using all of the reports are you going to maximize your profits. So we're going to go through each and every report, the ones you currently have access to, plus all the ones that are available now with Brand Registry, so that you're really leveraging the benefit of the reporting that's now available to you. Product economic selection criteria. I know you have products, but you may be looking to have new ones, and I have some very strong thoughts on what the economic selection criteria have to be, and that's included in the training. In the training is a concept of category first, and we'll discuss category first in depth, but I touched on it a little bit in stores. If all your products are in one category, it really is relevant in the stores. We'll talk about a single product economic model. So what are the economics of a good product? What should that product produce in terms of profit and cash flow year 1, 2, 3, and 4? And then your overall business profits is simply a function of how fast you grow the business. Sourcing. You've purchased product already, but I want to introduce you to a sourcing agent that I think can save you a tremendous amount of time and really enable you to find products that are differentiated products or really materially improve upon current products such that they actually are differentiated. Because the basis is being the most customer-centric merchant on Amazon, and that really starts with good product and it starts with great ratings. Everything we've talked about in this course is built on that foundation. Copywriting. We talked about the elements of Brand Registry, the images, the videos, the A+ content, but actually your title and your copy, they could be professionally written, and they could be a lot better if they were. I'm going to introduce you to a copywriter. You'll see what that costs. You'll see if that's a service you want to benefit from. Photography, videography. I will make a professional recommendation in that area. If you want to invest in professional photography and videography, I think it's a smart move, but again, it's budget driven. If you're going to take pictures with your own phone or camera, I'm going to give you some training on that. You know, just how to stage the shot, what the lighting needs to be, and really how to take effective still shots and effective video. I discussed it a little bit in the webinar, but we go into it in real depth in the training. Accounting. I'm an old business guy. You don't know your business if you don't know your numbers. I'm just going to share with you some thoughts on having an accounting system and a piece of software which you can link from Amazon Seller Central right into the accounting software package and really have numbers. And the reason that's important is I'm also going to talk about building a sellable brand. The real money is made is if you build your business and sell it. And I'll walk you through kind of how businesses are valued, but one of the things a buyer is going to want is good accounting. And then there obviously will be brand registry alerts. I'll keep you in touch, up to date, anytime something changes within brand registry, and if it's such that it requires actual training on that change, we'll update the course for that change in brand registry. Okay, your investment, the cost of the training. The list price for the AMZ Wealth Builder brand registry training is $2,797. But this is a launch. This is a brand new course, so we're heavily discounting it. We're taking 70% off, so your price would be $839. Now, my intent is to continue to raise the price as we get more and more students registered in the program, because I want to limit the total number of students because the personal services and the coaching we'll be providing can only handle so many. But we're starting $839. That's it. So what you receive is a perpetual license. So you have permanent access to this training. What's included? We'll have a Facebook group. Now, this will be unlike any other Facebook group that you're in because everyone in this group will have Brand Registry. I'll be doing semi-monthly live webinars with open Q&A. So every 2 weeks, I'll do a webinar, and I'll record that, and you'll have access to either join live and participate in the Q&A or watch the replay. I'll give you 4 private one-on-one 30-minute coaching calls. So you'll have access to me with your questions. If you require additional calls, additional coaching, that'll be $100 per 30-minute call. The course comes with a 30-day absolute money-back guarantee. That's quite unusual. The thought process for most training companies is that they're going to be abused. People will take the training and ask for a refund. I don't believe that for a minute. I think you're honest. If you're not getting the value you expect, you can request a refund, and we'll simply refund you your money and cancel the subscription. So what I'd like you to do now is book your pre-purchase breakthrough call. Click on the button below to book your breakthrough call and breakthrough section. And what I will do in that call is I get to know you a little bit. I want to understand how long you've been a merchant, what you're selling, and where you see the brand registry benefiting you. And is there anything that you would like to see included in that training that is not covered? Okay, so thank you very, very much. I'm going to show you one last set of numbers so we can quantify the return on your investment. So let's take a look at one last discussion. Okay, here we are now. We're going to quantify your investment. This is why it's a no-brainer. You need to be brand registered, and you need the training to do it properly and for all of the other skills that will be developed in the AMZ Wealth Builder Brand Registry Training course. So we're going to start with some basic assumptions. Let's assume your current sales are from $50,000 a year to $200,000 a year, and you're making a profit of 20%. So you're making a profit of $10,000 a year to $40,000 a year. Now, let's assume you can grow your sales by just 30%. We saw in the A-plus content, Jungle Scout said it doubled the sales. We saw that Amazon said that video will increase your conversion rate by 3.6 times. So you're going to get a substantial increase in sales, and I think 30% is a conservative assumption in sales growth. So that would take your sales from you'd go from 50 to 65,000 all the way up to 260,000 a year in sales. So a 30% growth is substantial. Now the other fact that'll happen is your profit will increase. Those A-plus sales, those are organics. The 3.6 times conversion you're going to get on video, organic. So what's going to happen is your conversion rate's going to increase. As your conversion rate increases, your advertising cost as a percentage of sales goes down and your profit goes up. That's the holy grail. So I'm going to assume you're at a 25% profit, which is kind of a good profit for a successful Amazon merchant. But that'll take your profits you go from $10,000 a year to $16,000 a year to $32,500 a year on $100,000, all the way up to $65,000 a year on $260,000 in sales. So you get the sales growth and the profit growth. The annual profit growth is $6,250 if you're just doing $50,000 a year in sales, $12,500 on a $100,000 a year business, $18,750 on a $150,000 business, and $25,000 a year on a $200,000 business. What's it cost? Let's take a look at the one-time cost. Brand registry, $875, as long as you just get it on your first filing. If it costs a few bucks more, you'll see you're still getting a phenomenal return on your investment. The training, launch price $839, total $1,714. Now think about that. $1,714 on a $50,000 business, you're making $6,250 more in profit. Your profit increase could be $12,500, $18,000, $25,000. I don't know, but you're going to make substantially more profit as a result of brand registry and the skills to implement it properly, plus the additional skills included in the course. So now, click the link below, click the button below, and give me a call, book your breakthrough session, and we're going to have a good discussion. And I'm really excited for you to go forward and see this type of economic growth and this type of profit growth in your business. Thank you.